Could the Jets be involved in a blockbuster trade? Maybe. Let's talk about it, baby. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'll be talking about Daniel Jeremiah's tweet, what it means for the New York Jets, and all that fun stuff. Before we get started today, I just wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY if you haven't already. You could also subscribe to the Just Jets podcast, wherever it is that you get your podcast clips channel down below as well. Subscribe, much appreciated. So let's read the tweet that everyone on Jets Twitter has been talking about for the last day or so, and that is from Daniel Jeremiah, who, as you remember, is friends with Joe Douglas. They have a very tight connection. Does it mean anything? There's no way to know that really for sure, but let's just talk about it anyway, because this is the offseason. We're here to have some fun. He says the New York Jets and Giants could be pivotal players in the trade market. If you want to trade for a vet quarterback, Watson, Wilson, or Rodgers, they could be the middleman and supply picks for proven players. New York Jets, Giants send picks to Team X. Team X sends proven player to Jets or Giants. Team X sends all the picks for the quarterbacks. It makes sense. 3-team trades. It happens in the NBA all the time. Could it happen in the NFL with the amount of people that could potentially be on the move? Watson, Wilson, Rodgers, those three guys, I would anticipate. Yeah, probably. It probably could happen because not every single one of these teams who are trading for a quarterback, they don't all have a ton of draft assets, but the Jets do. The Giants do as well, but we're going to focus on the Jets. And U Stadium had one idea that they ran by, and it intrigues me. I'm not going to lie. The Jets get Jerry Jeudy, and they're trading away a second-round pick. That second-round pick is going to the Denver Broncos, obviously, so that the Jets get Jeudy. Denver then gets Deshaun Watson. They're trading Jeudy to the Jets, the 2022 first, the Jets' second-round pick, and a 2023 first. Houston gets, obviously, the 2022 first, the Jets' second, and a 2023 first. And Houston is trading away Deshaun Watson. So what does this mean for the Jets? Essentially, they are moving a second-round pick to get a Jerry Jeudy, who he's still young. He's still on his rookie deal. He hasn't really blossomed into what everyone thought he could be yet, but they're essentially trading for someone with some pretty high upside for a second-rounder, which is okay. I don't think I'm giving up a first-rounder, pick 4 or pick 10, but can you do pick 35 or pick 38? Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you consider not all these teams have the same kind of flexibility, both cap wise and both draft asset wise, in order to land a big star quarterback. Or I'm going to throw my own idea into the ring. What if the Jets did something like this? They trade a pick 35 to the Steelers. The Steelers send Minkah Fitzpatrick over. Pittsburgh then trades away Minkah, obviously to the Jets, a 2022 first, a 2022 second, the Jets second, a 2023 first, and whatever the hell else to get Aaron Rodgers. And Green Bay is getting, well, they're trading away, obviously, Rodgers, and are getting the multiple firsts, multiple seconds, or whatever else the hell it's going to take in order for them to move on from Aaron, which is still obviously up in the air for now. But it's exciting, these kinds of ideas that are being floated out there, because there's not one way to build a roster in the NFL. It's been proven that, actually. When you look at the two teams that have gone to the Super Bowl, even the past two Super Bowl winners, they were very heavy on going out and getting veterans to supplement their roster. The Cincinnati Bengals stunk. They had a couple of really good drafts. They bought a lot of pieces on their defense. So you need to be able to, one, hit on draft picks and build through the draft. That's a given, but it's not all through the draft. You then have to supplement your roster through free agency and through shrewd moves like trades. So if you're telling me you can give up pick 35 or 38 and be able to land a starting wide receiver like Jerry Jeudy, or a starting safety, a high caliber one at Minkah Fitzpatrick, then you're golden. Of course. Why wouldn't you try to do something like that? If you're drafting a Lewis Cine in the second round out of Georgia, you're hoping that he turns into Minkah. And obviously, he's going to need a new contract and stuff like that. And Jerry Jeudy eventually is going to need a new contract. But the point really is, going back to the roster flexibility and where the Jets put themselves in the past couple of years with all the draft assets that they've acquired, with the cap space that they've acquired, not every single team could take on some of these players who are going to have a little bit of a higher cap hit because they don't all have this space. It's just, the Jets are in a rare spot this offseason where they have the assets through the draft and also the cap space. Make use of it. It's really as simple as that. You have this rare opportunity in front of you to exploit other teams that are going to be desperate for a premier quarterback in either Watson, Wilson, Rodgers, Carr. I don't think Carr's going to get traded. Jimmy G's not going to take a whole lot to get to move, but there's going to be some big name quarterbacks on the move, and it takes significant draft capital to do that. And the Jets have picks to spare. Right? You're not going to go into every single draft class and take 10 guys a draft class. It doesn't work that way. You have to use some of your picks in order to trade and acquire starting caliber and elite caliber players, or even, above average caliber players. Good news, Jet fans. I have exclusive content for you at patreon.com/MattO'LearyNY. A $5 subscription gets you a ton of new content that's only available to subscribers. For instance, you have the player cards available from the 2021 season. They will update during the 2022 season to keep track of player progress. I will also do player write-ups on the NFL draft and on free agency, including those cards, and during the season as well. And with these cards, I could do so much more data visualization that will be exclusive only to you. Secondly, why should you subscribe? You're already getting the player cards, which is a bonus. You're also getting the write-ups, which is good. But the first 100 subscribers will be entered to win a jersey giveaway. Pick a Jets jersey of your choice, and I will ship it to you. No extra charge, nothing like that. So subscribe today, patreon.com/MattO'LearyNY, and get yourself some bonus New York Jets content. So while maybe I wouldn't put the likelihood at a crazy possibility, this is 100% happening, but it is an idea worth floating out there because, as I mentioned time and time again on just this episode, there's not a ton of teams who could do this. So explore your options. JD can't go into the offseason and just have one plan and say, okay, we are just going to strictly focus on the draft. We're going to sit out for agency in the trade market. We're just going to continue to build that. You also can't say you're going to trade every single pick you have for established players. You have to use a blend of everything, right? So we'll see what Joe Douglas does. It should be an exciting offseason. I can't wait for these rumor mills to continue cycling around. Let me know what you think down below in the comments or on social media at MattO'LearyNY. Is this something the Jets should explore? Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.